Air Force obviously is a very run-first team. They don't pass very often, but when they do pass, it's usually to take a shot down the field. As a defense, how difficult is it to be so run, stop focused, but still know that, hey, you're going to have to be able to cover deep on pass plays?
This week is really big on focusing on our keys and really reading our keys and playing fundamentals and not just going out and just doing whatever you want to. We got to be really focused this week and determined, like, whatever our job is, that play is to just do our job and exactly that and read our key, whatever that may be, and then play from there. Like, don't just assume or kind of like guess what's going to happen. Like, you have to read your key strictly and then play off that.
And Air Force, I believe, is 17 of 21 on fourth downs this year. Usually a defense, they're always talking about 3 and outs, but in this game, is it really potentially a 4 and out, knowing that you might have an extra down, you have to stop them?
Yeah, that'll definitely be a thing this week if they go for a lot of fourth downs, and if we got to hold them to 4 and outs, we'll be glad to take on the challenge. That's what our defense prides itself on, is getting the punt return team on the field and getting the offense the ball back. So if 4 and outs is the way we got to do it, then we'll do it.
And then their quarterback, Daniels, is obviously a big part of their rushing attack. What do you see from him and how you're going to be able to stop him and the other running back?
Their whole team is loaded with great athletes, great players. The offensive line is really physical, and they get after it. Their fullback, great runner, runs the heck out of the ball, and their quarterback's a field general of that offense. He runs it very well. Great athletic quarterback, and he really knows how to run that offense to a T, and have high respect for him and that entire team. Everything that they do on and off the field, have much respect for them. But on the field, just got to contain him and just be sound in our assignments, and I think that will help us win.
Great. Thanks, Gabe.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. We'll go to John Schaefer.
Okay, how much of a momentum swing is it when a defense comes up with a fourth down stop? I think about this past weekend against San Jose State. They had a 4th and 1 late in the game. You got to stop it. It seemed like that might have been the difference between winning and losing.
Getting a 4th down stop is huge for the defense, because that's a chance to see really what your defense is really made of. That's what the true test, like, to see, because you get 3rd downs every drive. You get to see a 3rd down, but when you get to see a 4th down versus the offense and stop them, that's a huge momentum swing. That gets everyone going. I know the offense was pumped about it. We come to the sideline, and the whole team was ecstatic about that, and that just gave the defense even more confidence to know, like, we got this. We just keep doing our job and keep doing our assignment. We're going to knock these guys out and win the game.
Do you guys look forward to the opportunities in overtime as a defense to come up with that big play? You've had a couple now, obviously the interception this past week, the 4th down stop against Utah, the conversion stop in the 3rd overtime against Utah. How much do you kind of relish those opportunities?
Overtime's really rare. I don't think I've really played much overtimes until this season, and I love it. I know our defense loves it too. It's a time to really, as they call it, nut cutting time. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on here, but that's what it is, and it's time to see what people are made of. It's a true test to, this is all or nothing right here, and our defense thrives on that. We want to be the team to make the big plays and the big stops. So that's when it gets really, really fun, I would say.
Coach has been talking about how your defense has been really good, but if there's an area of improvement, you guys could force more turnovers. You've left some out there on the field. In a game like this where Air Force can hold the ball for 30, 35, 40 minutes, how important will it be to get that one additional takeaway?
Getting turnovers is crucial in a game, and that is something we really need to focus on, especially in a team that holds the ball. I think this is 39 minutes a game is their average. Getting that one turnover could be the game changer, because if we go down and score every drive and they come down and score, if we can get more possessions to our offense to score and to go up in the game, that will be a game changer for sure.
Did you see what Lucas saw, and did you expect him to audible to the pass, or did that come as a surprise to you?
Honestly, it was a little bit of a surprise because I knew we were trying to set up the field goal. But, I saw the same coverage he did, one-on-one with the corner. And he looked at me, gave me the audible, so I kind of did the rest from there.
Nice. And Air Force has some great individual defensive players, but collectively they do a really good job with their packages and their schemes. How difficult is it going to be as you're preparing for them to make sure that you see what they're trying to do defensively?
We know they always play us tough. Those are just a tough group of guys. We know what they do outside of school and outside of football. and the dedication it takes to go to Air Force and serve our country. So we know they're just going to be a tough bunch of guys, and we have to prepare accordingly.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Go to John Schaefer.
Jesse, what's it been like for you the first handful of weeks not to be as involved as you'd probably like in the offense and then have a game like you had this past weekend?
It's been let me see. I mean, it's been testing my patience a little bit, just trusting that eventually it'll all work out. My Coach Coop always says, just be ready for your opportunity when it comes. So that's what I try to do. Go in every day at practice, just work hard. And then when the opportunity arises, make the most out of it. So that's what I really tried to do throughout the first few weeks of the season. And then when I got my opportunities, I try to make the most out of them.
What type of relationship have you established with Lucas, who obviously had the touchdown throws to you this past weekend? We'll start again per your head coach just a few moments ago. We'll start this weekend. What type of relationship have you established with him?
Well, we've worked together throughout the offseason, and every day in practice I'm catching balls from him. So I think that relationship is pretty solid. There's not going to be a lot of adjustments because we've had a lot of work together and just throwing together and throwing with all the quarterbacks. I feel pretty solid in that foundation we've built.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Looking around for any questions. John again?
I got one more. Just what's the feeling like when you literally walk off in a college football game, which is a rarity other than, I guess, the overtime sessions. But, I mean, what was that like?
It was pretty surreal. I've never personally caught a game winner. So I was ecstatic. I was looking to my teammates, looking to the crowd. I didn't really know how to react, but I know I was pumped up. And I was just glad I was able to help our team win that game. It was a grinder, and I'm glad we came out with the victory.
Did you see the photo? There's a few photos, obviously, of your catch, and there's the video. But you see I think it's an AP photo where you're kind of like all the way fully extended at the apex of your jump. What do you think of that?
That was a pretty cool photo. I actually posted that to my Instagram yesterday, but yeah, that was a cool photo they have of me. I'm definitely gonna cherish that one.